work for truckstop.com on our product operations team. I am a program manager. I've been in charge of managing Pendo as a whole and kind of like how we use Pendo best practices, creating our center of excellence, getting guides out, using it for analytics and things like that. Pendoing at Truckstop means getting quick results, whether that's analytics, right, to make our data-driven decisions. That's something we're really pushing for as a product-led organization, data-driven decisions, or engaging with customers quickly, right? So before we had Pendo, it was a real struggle that it was like, okay, well, what kind of dev resources do we need to put a message out to customers? And Pendo just makes everything so easily accessible. We've never really done a large update or migration before. So we started going into this migration thinking, okay, how do we migrate customers who aren't used to change? We are showing customers on their old experience a message saying like, hey, do you want to join this really awesome, pre-alpha or beta experience? So we would show them this, and then we would have like a count me in and a dismiss, right? And these actually worked really great. We got really good response rates out of these. We more than doubled the quota we were hoping to get with these opt-in type things. We also showed them a baseline survey. So as we're moving customers, right, we want to get their feelings about the current and then move them over and then get their feelings about the new. We had our CI team match the scales at which customers were satisfied. So you could see 1 week after they have been introduced to a product, they kind of had lower scores, like they weren't really excited to move, right? Because they were no longer opting in the later phases. We kind of had to force a migration. And then we did another satisfaction, I think it was a month and a half after they've been in. And the differences between CSAT 1 and CSAT 2 were, like you could see customers, they're getting used to it, they're happier. Another huge win was we created a repeatable process, right? So I talk about these cadenced guides that fit within multiple phases, right? That set the tone for all future migrations, and it gave us a really great footing for product launches. Spread the work and knowledge base as you go, right? Don't put all your eggs in one basket thinking like, oh, that's our Pendo person. Get everyone involved and excited because Pendo's a really cool tool and it doesn't take much to learn because it's so user-friendly. Another piece of advice would be develop standards and use cases for guides. Like I said, we have a playbook, and I mean that quite literally, to make sure that everyone's kind of in line and we all look and feel the same. Probably another piece of advice is guide prioritization. Everyone kind of catches on and hears the word about what could be done with Pendo, then everyone's like, oh, I want my thing, right? So you'll see kind of how we prioritize and govern, right? So operational versus informational and product announcements and adoption and things like that.